Welcome to the era we often romanticize, the Middle Ages. Forget the shining knights and true love narratives. The reality? The medieval period was a brutal, stinking hellscape dominated by swift, unexpected, and often agonizing death. We're not talking about passing peacefully in your sleep. We're talking about the absolute worst ways to meet your end, often before your 30th birthday. These are the terrifying fates awaiting you in the age of castles and crusaders. Medieval law was merciless. Take the punishment of hanged, drawn, and quartered, reserved for treason in England. This wasn't a quick hanging. The procedure was meticulously designed for torture. You were first hanged until near death, then cut down while still conscious, your bowels ripped out, and your internal organs burned right before your eyes. Finally, your head was severed, and your body chopped into 4 pieces, displayed publicly as a warning. Imagine that pain and humiliation lasting for hours. Then there was the breaking wheel in continental Europe. Your bones were systematically crushed with a heavy wooden wheel. Once all your limbs were shattered, you were often left on the wheel, tied up, to slowly die from shock, dehydration, or being eaten alive by birds. Medieval justice knew no kindness. If you avoided the gallows, the next major danger was everyday life. Medieval towns were disgustingly unsanitary. You could die from the most trivial things. Death by water. In cities, drinking water was often the same as sewage. Cholera, dysentery, and typhoid were far more common killers than sword duels. This is why ale or weak beer was the staple drink. The brewing process killed the bacteria. You could die of thirst, or die from drinking water that gave you a fatal stomach illness. And the dangers of architecture. Most structures were made of highly flammable timber, and heating involved open fires. Fires spread rapidly, consuming entire city blocks within hours, trapping thousands. Your death was most likely due to smoke inhalation or burning alive. Of course, nothing tops the Black Death. When the Yersinia pestis plague arrived, you didn't die quickly, you died in utter despair. Early symptoms? Black, bloody lumps, buboes, appearing in the groin and armpits. High fever, vomiting blood, and hallucinations. Within 5 days, you were dead. Mortality rates reached 75% in some communities. Entire villages were wiped out. Corpses piled up in the streets because no one was left to bury them. Death in the Middle Ages was not a gentle end, but a gruesome struggle against brutal law, poor sanitation, and unstoppable natural forces.